Picture this. It's 1971. Bell bottoms are in, the Beatles have just broken up, and British cinema is about to get a comedy smash hit that nobody saw coming. A film based on a sitcom? That'll never work. Except, well, it did.
Hey! Well, don't hurry yourself, will you? Where's your conductor?
Been answering the call of nature.
On the Buses hit the big screen and went on to outgross Diamonds Are Forever at the UK box office. Yep, James Bond himself was left in the dust by a group of rowdy bus drivers and a grumpy inspector with a catchphrase. So, what made this film such a massive success? Let's take a ride back in time and find out. At the heart of On the Buses is Stan Butler, played by Reg Varney. He's a bus driver for the town and district bus company, always looking for ways to make his job a little easier and make a bit of extra cash. His partner in crime? Jack Harper, played by Bob Grant, the cheeky, womanizing conductor. Then, of course, there's the thorn in their side, Inspector Blakey, played by the brilliant Stephen Lewis. If you've seen the show, you already know his signature line,
I hate you,
which became one of British TV's most iconic catchphrases. The film picks up with Stan living comfortably at home with his mum, Doris Hare, his sister, Olive, Anna Karen, and Olive's grumpy husband, Arthur, Michael Robbins.
In my job, I hardly get any overtime. I only do it about once a year.
You only ever do anything about once a year.
Thanks to a shortage of bus drivers, Stan's been raking in the overtime, and the Butler household has been splashing out on luxuries, like a washing machine. But this little bubble of prosperity is about to burst. The bus company decides to start hiring women as drivers, and Stan and Jack see this as a direct threat to their cushy setup. Less overtime, more rules, and worst of all, Blakey gets to look even smugger.
I'm putting you on the number 20 to the guestworks.
I don't want to go to that gasworks.
You'll go where you're told, mate.
So, naturally, they come up with a plan. Their attempts to sabotage the new female drivers start small.
Yeah, but one spider's not going to be much good, is it?
I picked up another half a dozen since then, look.
Practical jokes, a few well-placed spiders, and even spiking their tea with a diuretic, causing them to make endless pit stops. But their antics escalate when they start diverting buses down the wrong routes, sending poor Blakey and his crew into chaos.
I've been 3 hours on this bus and I only wanted to go to Tesco's.
Sorry, madam.
Meanwhile, back at home, Olive finds out she's pregnant, which means even more upheaval for the Butler family. Now, let's talk about one of the film's most memorable scenes, the skid pan test. After one of their pranks goes a little too far, Stan is forced to prove his driving skills on a specially designed track that simulates extreme road conditions.
Well, if I'm going to go, he's going to go and all.
The twist? Blakey, ever the authority figure, insists on supervising, only to get the ride of his life as Stan whirls him around the course, barely keeping the bus under control. It's slapstick comedy at its finest and one of the standout moments of the film.
Well, I thought he did very well. I'll pass him.
Filming took place in and around the town of Bournemouth, with the iconic bus depot scenes shot at the now demolished Easter National Bus Garage in Wood Green, London. If you look closely, you'll spot familiar locations from the TV series, though some scenes were filmed in different spots to accommodate the larger production scale of a feature film.
Olive, paces.
Despite its sitcom roots, On the Buses wasn't just a quick cash-in. It became a box office juggernaut. In 1971, it was the highest-grossing film in the UK, even beating big-budget Hollywood productions.
She was so long arriving, she was born under 2 birth signs.
Critics, however, were less impressed. Many dismissed it as lowbrow humour, filled with slapstick and cheeky gags. But audiences, they absolutely loved it, and that's what really mattered. The success of the film led to 2 sequels: Mutiny on the Buses, 1972,
What on earth do you think you're doing?
Rubbing it into his stomach. How?
You're supposed to put it in through his mouth, not his belly button.
and Holiday on the Buses, 1973. While neither quite reached the heights of the original, they kept the franchise rolling and cemented On the Buses as one of Britain's most beloved comedy series. Looking back, the film captures a very specific time in British culture.
I better go and sort it out. No, leave it. I'm enjoying this.
The working class humour, the exaggerated characters,
Where's that dirty nappy? I thought I put it on one of the chairs.
the chaos of public transport, it all comes together in a way that still resonates with fans today. And let's be honest, who doesn't love seeing Blakey get his comeuppance?
Keep moving. You'll have to turn round at the next intersection.
Well, how far's that then?
About 20 miles up.
So, what do you think? Is On the Buses a timeless classic or a nostalgic relic of a bygone era? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane.
I tell you what, you had us worried. I thought you two had nipped off to Gretna Green.